There was a time in my life, a long time, honestly, when judgment felt like currency. It was subtle, often masked as humor. Sarcastic comments passed around like appetizers, eye rolls in shared agreement, snarky debriefs of someone else's life choices. And I wouldn't have said I was judgmental. No, I was just observant, discerning, the least judgmental one in the group. But looking back, I see what I couldn't then. I stayed close to people who made judging others feel safe, because it kept me from having to feel the sharpness of my own inner critic. And when you're a high achiever, someone who's used to performing, perfecting, pleasing, you're often hardest on yourself. But that harshness, it doesn't live in a vacuum. It echoes through the relationships that you keep. And it's only been through radical self-compassion that I've learned to choose differently, to surround myself with people who practice grace, who speak gently, who know how to hold space without filling it with critique. Because here's what I now know. Self-compassion doesn't grow in judgmental soil. We can't expect to speak kindly to ourselves if we're always soaking in spaces that feed harshness, even if it's subtle, even if it's wrapped in jokes. And for me, that's meant gently but firmly distancing myself from people who activate that part of me that wants to be agreeable at all costs. The part of me that nods along even when my body contracts. The part of me that knows better and stays quiet anyway. As a recovering people pleaser, those environments are dangerous, not because the people are bad, but because I lose access to the voice I've worked so hard to hear clearly. My voice, the one that knows what's true and good and whole. So if you're doing this work of softening your inner critic, of speaking to yourself like someone worth loving, I want you to look at your community too. Because self-compassion isn't just an internal practice, it's relational. Before we dig even deeper together, I want to make sure you've grabbed your free copy of The Growth Without Burnout Blueprint, a guided journal I created just for creatives like you who are building bold, beautiful lives and businesses without losing themselves to the grind. This is your rhythm reset, your space to reflect, realign, and remember who you are while you grow. If you've ever felt like your ambition and your nervous system are at odds, this is for you. Inside, you'll find powerful prompts, check-ins, and mindset shifts to help you grow with courage, creativity, and clarity without burning out in the process. It's totally free, it brings you back home to yourself, and it was made with you in mind. Head over to ellenbroencoaching.kit.com/no-burnout-blueprint or tap the link in the show notes to get yours today. All right, let's get back to the episode. It's who we allow to speak into our lives. It's the environments we choose. It's the group texts that we quietly mute. It's the moments we say, hey, I don't really want to talk about her like that. Radical self-compassion means choosing to be a different kind of presence in the world. One that interrupts gossip with empathy. One that trades performance with authenticity. One that speaks gently to self and others, not because we're fragile, but because we're finally learning how to be free. It also means becoming the kind of person you needed when you were hard on yourself. The kind who doesn't flinch at imperfection. The kind who can hold complexity. The kind who says, of course it's hard, and you're still worthy. That's who I want in my circle, and that's who I want to be in yours. And the more we model that compassion, the more we make it normal, the more likely it is that others will rise to meet it. Not because we demanded it, but because we practiced it. So if you're healing your inner voice right now, don't just look inward. Look around. Ask yourself, does this space bring out my compassion or my criticism? Do I leave these conversations feeling more grounded or more guarded? You deserve to be surrounded by people who love out loud, who give grace without disclaimers, who don't make you choose between belonging and being kind. And that begins with you. Because when we become more compassionate with ourselves, we start building communities where everyone gets to breathe a little easier. Choose your people like your peace depends on it, because it does. Thank you for being here with me today. Join me here tomorrow if you're curious to know how to get clear on what you want when you're pulled in a million directions. If you enjoyed today's episode, please share the love by sending it to someone you know it would support, and by leaving reviews and comments. It would truly mean the world to me to hear from you and to support those you care about. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a day, and join me in my mission to help a world full of content creators become a world of contentment creators.